Okay, uh-huh. Yeah. Hey, let me see if I got this right. You want me to just kinda hang around with you all day and record what you're doing because you want to leave a video diary for your unborn son because you're dying. I got that right? And I'm just gonna be following you around, just recording and everything, and nothing really for me to do other than that. Alright, sounds like a good way to spend the afternoon. Alright. Yeah, I'll be over in a little bit. Alright, so as you probably just heard, streamers, I've got a bit of a job to do. I'm gonna be gone for a bit. But I've got an episode all ready for you. I'm gonna start playing that. So I hope you enjoy that. You're listening to the Bloodstream, and this is Netflix November. Welcome back aboard, streamers. This is the second episode of Netflix November, and you're listening to the Bloodstream. This week I'm going to be talking about a little movie on Netflix called Creep that got a lot of buzz, and I've been really wanting to see, and when I was sitting down to do Netflix movies, I decided, you know what? Creep is a good choice. And also, just a brief note, after listening to the previous episode, I kind of felt I got way too into the movie. I mean, not in the I really enjoyed the movie, but I got way too into the plot with that one. Which I can kind of justify with Other Life, but I'm gonna try to dial that back a bit with this movie since it's also pretty new and has some good twists to it. And I'm kinda gonna do the same with the next episode. And the more I think about it, the more I kinda like to dial things back a bit with this. I don't want that to be the audio version of my site, Triskaideka Files, where I do a deep dive into things and really pick apart the plot, every detail. It's fine with that because they're older movies, but with this, I'm kind of realizing I don't like going into every single detail. And on the one hand, I know I could go into a lot more in some places, but at the same time, I really think I gotta dial this back. And at least with this episode and the next one, I know I can do that easily. I don't know how good that'll go going forward, but we'll see. Anyways, this week's episode, as I said, is the movie Creep, and it's got a pretty simple plot to it. Videographer gets hired to follow a guy around while he basically spends his day leaving a video diary for his unborn son before he dies from cancer. Now, that would be fine for a drama movie, but we deal in horror here, and yeah, we're back to horror this week, so you know there's gonna be some more twists coming along the road. I don't really have too much more setup to do at this point, so I'm just gonna dive right into the trailer, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, we are leaving the flatlands and we are heading up towards the mountaintop. The ad said $1,000 for the day, filming services. Discretion is appreciated. A yellow door. And realizing that no one knows I'm here.
Hi!
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm assuming you're Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron, nice to meet you.
Joseph. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is gonna be a good day.
So the reason I've hired you is because I have terminal brain cancer, and I want you to film me to make a video diary for my unborn son. You ready for this?
Okay. Joseph!
This is called an adventure. We don't know exactly where we're going, but I have a feeling. When you follow those feelings, great things can happen. Don't ever forget that.
Joseph?
There was about 2 seconds there where it looked like you wanted to kill me.
Joseph? I think I'm gonna head back. You see my keys?
One drink, okay?
Bottoms up.
Hello. You need to get out of that house right now.
Why do you look scared? Don't be scared. It'll all be over soon.
Movie starts right off with Aaron arriving at the cabin where he's supposed to meet Joe. And yeah, this is a found footage movie, so we got that to deal with. He looks around, doesn't find the guy. The place seems pretty empty. Just as he's getting ready to leave, Joe shows up and gives him a jump scare. Are we gonna do this? Are we really gonna do jump scares? Alright. I've got more to complain about that later, but for now, moving on. In fact, I hate doing this because, I just did the trailer, and I like to give some space between clips and stuff. But just gonna jump right in and play the very first clip where we get to meet the guys.
So welcome. This is our family vacation home. A lot of special memories. You can see, check out these paintings. I made these with my dad when I was younger. So, I'm sure you're anxious to get started.
Yeah.
On all this.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get you over here. I am a cancer survivor. Cancer in the liver, spread to the lungs. Looked pretty bad. They gave me the chemo. I knocked it out, really, and went into remission immediately. It was pretty incredible. Unfortunately, 2 months ago, started getting these dizzy spells and some sort of weird cognitive misfirings. Went back in to see the doctor. Brain tumor, size of a baseball, here. That's inoperable. So they gave me about 2 to 3 months to live. I'm hoping I beat it, and the power of positive thinking, maybe, who knows? But in case I don't, married, my beautiful wife Angela of 6 years, is pregnant with our first child. Hi, buddy. We're calling it Buddy. And have you ever seen the film My Life?
No.
It's a beautiful, beautiful film. Michael Keaton gets cancer in the film, and he makes a video diary of himself for his unborn son.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see. So our job today is to keep that camera rolling, as we discussed. And I just want you to walk with me. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I want you to document me how I am. I don't need to glorify me or make me seem cool or anything other than what I am. So, buddy, you can see me for the man I was. And I hope you're up for it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it.
So the videographing begins, and Joe clearly is a little bit weird. That's fine. I'm a little bit weird. We're all freaks, right? Joe heads upstairs to take a bath after his run and asks Aaron to join him. Not in the bath, but in the room so he can film it and explain tubby time to his unborn child. And if that sounds weird to you, you're not wrong. This is really weird. And I kinda love that this is so weird and you're already thrown into the deep end, pun intended entirely, and you're not comfortable, you wanna know what's going on, this is not really normal, and you're squirming in your chair, and we're not that far into the movie. If this is what it's throwing at us already, where are we gonna go? But the awkward uncomfortableness really takes a shift when Joe gets kinda dark, talking about his imminent death, and he slides underwater to kinda drown himself, because he's kinda like, why wait, why suffer, let's just end it now, and this might actually be a terrible place for a new clip, but let's go for it.
Can't stop thinking about it, Aaron.
We're at
2 to 3 months, most of which I'll either be in pain or at the very least sad. And then look at this scene. It's a tubby scene. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be sad, I just can't help thinking, why wait? Because I could just end it right now. I could,
Joseph? Hey. Joseph. Here. Joseph.
Oh man, that was a joke. It was supposed to be a joke. I'm so sorry. That was a bad joke. Okay. I got a weird sense of humor, man. I'm really sorry about that.
It's okay.
It was just getting like really serious in here, and I was just like, trying to lighten the mood.
That is a terrible, terrible joke to play on someone, but at the same time, it's kind of my sort of black humor. Aaron wanders around to go looking for a jacket before they go wandering off into the woods for a bit, and he gets spooked by a wolf mask, and this is how we meet Peach Fuzz. The friendly wolf, a character Joe's dad created. And when he puts on the mask and sings the Peach Fuzz, the friendly wolf song, he doesn't really seem friendly at all. Creepy, yeah. I'd clip it, but I just did a clip, and I'll leave some of the weird for you guys to go check out yourself, that's only fair. After watching the awkward song and dance routine, which just continues that wonderful sense of unease this movie has going for it, Joe and Aaron head up into the mountains following the trails, where there's supposedly a hidden spring that has magical healing properties. Oh, I hope they don't find one of the Jusenko shrines, because that never ends well. While they're hiking, Joe disappears into the woods, and again, he pops out of nowhere and does a jump scare. Dude, you gotta chill. Those stopped being funny 3 jump scares ago. But after the scare and Aaron catches his breath, they continue their walk up into the mountains and eventually find the spring in the next clip.
What's really amazing is there was about 2 seconds there after you were done being scared where it looked like you wanted to kill me.
No, it was just a defense.
I don't take it personally. I think it was a visceral reaction, It's a defense thing, but there's an animal in you. There's a little peach fuzz inside you yet. Anybody you need to make peace with in this world? Before you go?
I have an axe.
You have an axe?
Axe.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me you had like an axe to grind. I have an axe back at the house.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it.
Can I ask you a question? You'll answer me honestly.
Okay.
When you saw that axe out front of the house, was there a small part of you that thought I might kill you with it?
Yeah, but I didn't know you.
You did? That's great.
Joseph, I don't remember how long we've been walking for. Are you getting hungry?
I know, but you're doing great. You gotta keep the motion. Look, there's a sign. Hey, little something. Healing waters, here we come.
Sewer pipeline. That's shit water.
Something. Better than nothing. Come on.
Joseph,
What the?
you remember how to get back?
No, I don't.
It's just we've taken a lot of forks in the road and switchbacks. I haven't been keeping track, so.
I haven't either. But that's back there, man. We gotta go forward. Okay. We can't find the miracle if we got a rope attached to us. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Joseph!
He has an axe back at the house? Oh, please, please let that be a bit of Chekhoving. But after all the wandering and scares, they do eventually find the heart-shaped spring and spend a bit of time frolicking in the woods and the water. The day comes to an end. Aaron's kinda ready to go home. He's tired from all the hiking and weirdness. But Joseph coaxes him inside so they can have a drink and celebrate their new partnership and how great of a day they had. And that's the moment everything went wrong.
This is great, huh? 2 guys having some whiskeys. It's really great, man. What a great day, And I don't take my days lightly. I could have spent it with my family, but I made a new friend. It's a great day.
That was a good day.
Yeah. What made you decide to come up here and do this with me anyway?
Guess it was a job?
The money, huh?
Yeah.
You having money problems, Aaron?
No.
It's okay. There's nothing to be ashamed of. People have money problems.
I mean, it's tough, but I'm doing okay.
Of course it's tough. When I was your age, I didn't have a row to hoe. You know? It took a while before I accumulated the wealth I have. And I've actually accumulated quite a bit. And, I've been thinking about it today, and I want to give you some money, Aaron.
No, that's nice of you, but that's okay.
Why is everyone so uncomfortable with money? Look, if you had an excess of food and I was hungry, wouldn't you give it to me?
Yeah?
Yes, you would. Because you're my friend and you're kind. I have an excess. Money. You have a need. It's simple.
I don't.
There's a check in your boot, Aaron. Gotcha. All right. Sorry. There's not a check in your boot, but you looked, which means you need money. Let me help you. We don't have to figure it out now. Just saying.
Okay.
Here. Cheers to us.
Yeah, cheers.
The conversation continues after that, and Joe would like to get something off his chest. He wants it to be off the record, though, and Aaron sets the camera aside. But he doesn't actually turn it off because this is a found footage movie, and if he turned the camera off, we would not be privy to a giant plot point that's about to drop. Once the camera is supposedly off, Joe reveals the truth about Peach Fuzz. He tells us how he discovered his wife searching for animal porn online, so he went out and bought the mask, and, pretty much assaulted his wife as a furry. There's no good way to say that, guys. Aaron turns the camera back on to finish up. He's ready to go home, but, oh look, he can't find his keys. How convenient. What was that I was saying about everything going wrong? Oh, Aaron, you should have ran. Aaron really does want to get out of here, because the creep factor has gone through the roof, especially after the story he just heard. Even though he can't find his keys yet, he does manage to drug Joseph, so he passes out from all the drinking and the drugs that Aaron slipped into his drink. So Aaron hears a cell phone go off, pulls out Joseph's phone from his pocket, and oh, it just so happens to be a call from Joseph's wife. Aaron takes the call, and that's the next clip.
Hello?
Hello?
Angela?
Joseph?
No, this is Aaron.
Oh, is Joseph there, please?
He's sleeping.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Aaron, your husband hired me.
What?
Your husband hired me to film him. For the cancer.
Where are you right now, Aaron?
We're at your house in Crestline.
You're where? Okay, never mind. Listen, I'm going to recommend that you go ahead and just leave. Right now.
What the fuck's going on?
Nothing. You just go ahead and exit the house. You will be fine.
Lady, I'm trying to leave. I can't find my fucking car keys.
Okay, that's okay. Just give me the address of where you are, and then just walk out of there right now. Just keep walking, okay?
Am I in danger right now?
My brother has problems.
Brother. Joseph's your brother. But this... Your brother has cancer?
Listen to me, Aaron. You need to get out of that house right now.
Hello? Hello?
So yeah, that kinda upends the entire plot, doesn't it? Once Aaron hears all that, he rushes out of the bathroom, finds Joseph has disappeared, so I guess he didn't use enough drugs to keep him knocked out, and... You know what? I've talked about this movie enough already. I'm throwing the script out at this point. I'm not going to reveal too much more of the movie at this point. In fact, I'm kinda getting close to wrapping this up. Because I've given you the setup, I've given you the big twist, and there's a few more twists down the road. So, I'm gonna kind of talk more generally about the movie at this point, and I'm just gonna kind of start segging into my final thoughts. From here, the movie takes a few more twists and turns, and even at this point, we still don't know all the truth. I'm not sure by the time the movie ends that we know the whole truth. It ends up being a bit of a cat and mouse game of Aaron trying to escape Joseph, and eventually he does. He does get away from the guy, but that's still not the end of the movie, because Joe is still in his life, sending him messages at that point, and he tries to connect with him on this really weird level, and if you pay attention, you start to notice that Joe begins calling Aaron Buddy, the name he's been nicknaming his unborn kid. And he develops this weird fixation with Aaron, and it's like he's grooming Aaron to be his son, and it's the theme of this movie being really weird and creepy. The way things go are largely unexpected. I mean, once Aaron got away, I thought that was going to be it. He'd call the cops, things would be over. But no, you still got the stuff going on with him being essentially stalked by this guy. And then with the end of the movie where it goes, it's maybe a little bit expected, but handled so well and so creepily. This is a great movie. The performances are spot on. Joe is at once really friendly and almost likable, but also his charisma is counterbalanced by the weirdness and awkwardness. I really got tired of the jump scares, as I said, and there's much more of them as the movie goes on, but at the same time, it's part of Joe's character. It makes sense, and he's just having fun with this guy. And while, yeah, it does get annoying for Joseph to basically jump up and shout at the camera every 20 minutes or so, it makes sense for who this character is, and it gives him an interesting character trait that he just loves fucking with people. I really hope I've sold you on this movie if you haven't seen it already, because it's a lot of fun to watch. It's really entertaining. It does have a few of the usual found footage, well, why are they still doing that sort of moments to it? But you know that going in. It has one of the stronger endings for a found footage movie, which is always a problem. And more importantly, the movie ends with a promise of more. A promise which is right now being fulfilled with Creep 2, which I really want to see now. So yeah, I kind of tossed out the script, and I've given you my final thoughts on this movie. It's really great. You should totally go watch it. I got nothing else. This might miraculously be the shortest episode yet. So that was Creep. You've been listening to The Bloodstream. If you've enjoyed this episode, you can go subscribe on iTunes, and while you're there, please leave a rating and or review. Those are big helps. Next episode is part 3 of Netflix November, and I hope I can get it done before December, but if not, it'll be like December 1st or 2nd or so. I got the movie watched, I just have to sit down and record, and surprise, I'm sitting down to record this one right now. But it shouldn't be too long, and I should be able to get that out in time. You can also find the show on Facebook. Just search for The Bloodstream. We're on Tumblr at thebloodstream.tumblr.com. If you have any suggestions for the show, how you want to make it better, if you like this format, let me know, because I kind of like doing more general reviews without getting too into details, but I'm kind of comfortable doing the really deep dive into a movie too, so let me know. Do you like this kind of half and half format? Let me know what you think of this new sort of format. Or if you got suggestions for movies, you can always drop me a line at any of the places I've already mentioned, or shoot me an email directly at Phoenix, Phoenix, @gmail.com. Our music, as always, is Baba Yaga by Kevin MacLeod. You can find his stuff at incompetech.com. Background music is a couple incidental tracks from Solus, and some music from audiotonics.com. Thanks for listening, and keep streaming.
Don't worry. It'll only hurt. A lot.